Hard slaps are such a fun slap. When we can master them and get them down, they become really fun when we can pair them with our bounce slap, our soft slap, and really start to leverage them in our game. Today, we're gonna kind of dive deep into some tips for some hard slaps. The first thing we would like to think about when we are doing hard slaps is we must slow our tempo down, because the most important thing when we're doing a hard slap is making sure that we are on time with our contact. Now we're making sure that we are trying to hit to our alleys, we're trying to hit up the middle, we're trying to hit in that 5-6 hole, we're trying to hit to the green, we're trying to think about line drive. So it's so important that we are hitting this ball on time. So in order to do that, we're gonna have to slow our actual tempo down. So when we do a bounce or we do a soft slap, we're going from 0 to 60. We're literally like taking our first step in our slapping steps, and we're picking up speed. But when we're doing a hard slap, now we want to try to slow down our tempo, because now the most important thing is that we are making sure that we get this ball and we're hitting it on time. So the next thing, along with slowing down our tempo in the box on hard slaps, another tip is making sure we adjust our contact point. So when we are bouncing the ball, doing soft slaps, we usually are letting the ball travel. We're letting the ball get a little bit deeper. We're letting the ball get off of our left hip. Now, when we are doing a hard slaps, we want to change our contact point just to be a tad bit earlier than we would on a soft slap or a bounce slap. So we want to think about, especially with this tee, I have it set up a little bit earlier. So now I'm thinking about getting this ball a little bit more out in front, as opposed to if I were going to bounce the ball, I would be allowing the ball to get off more of my left hip. So my next tip for you is making sure that you change your contact point a little bit earlier, out in front. My last and my final point on a tip for a hard slap is making sure that you let the pitcher supply the force. So many times I see young ladies on a hard slap trying to supply the force and the power themselves, and the ball goes nowhere, or they just pop the ball straight up. So we want to make sure that the pitcher supplies the force, and almost having that mentality of less is best. And if we stay compact to the ball, and we stay short, tight, and through extension, our biggest goal here is getting the ball to the green. Remember, our priority in a hard slap is not to hit the ball over the fence. We can stand in and do that. This is just to pair with our soft slap, our bounce slap. This is something that we want to do to get past the infielders and get it to the green. Whether you're well seasoned with your hard slap or this is something that's very new to you, these tips are going to help you ensure that you can perfect and master your hard slaps. I want to hear from you. What's your favorite slap? Is it a hard slap? Is it a bounce? Is it a soft slap? Make sure you leave that below in the comments. Let's review what we talked about today. So our tempo through the box needs to be a little bit slower than it would be on a bounce or a soft slap, because we want to ensure that we are on time. That's most important. Another tip is to make sure that you are changing your contact point to be just a tad bit earlier than you would for a soft slap or a bounce slap, because on a soft slap or bounce slap, we want to let that ball travel, almost hitting it off of our left hip. But now with the hard slap, we want to think about changing our contact point just a tad bit earlier so that we can ensure that we are hitting line drives. And last but not least, make sure you let the pitcher supply the force. We are not trying to jack home runs with our hard slap. We are simply just trying to get this ball to the green, hit it past the infielders, and make sure that we are hitting it to the gaps. We don't need to supply more power than that. We let the pitcher do all of the work, and we just get to contact into extension. We stay short, good things happen. Good luck out there. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like this video, you comment. I want to hear from you the next types of videos that you would like to see. See you next time.